Hi Lorenzo, how are you doing today? My name is Logan. I'm a student physical therapist assistant at Owens Community College, and I'll be working with you today. Now, according to your chart, it looks like you are suffering from lateral epicondylitis in your left elbow. Is that correct? Sorry to hear that. Now, today we're going to be going over some stretches and strengthening exercises to help ease that pain that you're having today, okay? So the first exercise that we're going to be doing is also a home exercise. So I want you to pull up that PDF that I sent you on your email for elbow flexion and follow me through this. So I have the home exercise plan right here, and there's step-by-step information. This just says why you should stop. So if you have any increase in symptoms, I want you to stop immediately. And if you were to fall during this intervention, I want you to stop, obviously stop, and then call 911 immediately to figure out why you're having any balance issues and figure everything out for you. There's a picture here if you don't remember the exercise that we were doing. And then the parameters are listed on here as well. So I'm going to go ahead and show you this exercise. So you're going to be actually going to change the view of the camera real quick. All right. So I'm going to have you seated. You can do this laying down, whatever is more comfortable for you. So we're going to sit down. I want you sitting nice and tall, earlobes in line with your shoulders, belly nice and tight. I want your hips neutral, and then your feet hip distance apart. And then we're gonna slowly lean. So we're gonna be placing your elbow on the table, and you're gonna use your non-injured hand to bend your arm into a more bent position. Now, since you are experiencing pain on the lateral side of your arm, this can be difficult. So even if you're getting a little bit of elbow flexion, that is completely fine. But the more that we do the elbow flexion and hold that, the better your range of motion is going to be. So we're going to be holding this for 15 to 30 seconds, and we're going to do this about 3 to 4 times. And I want you to be doing this twice daily. And this is a low intensity exercise, so you shouldn't be out of breath while you're doing this, but you should be feeling some of those muscles stretching. And you can feel that in your biceps, so right here. So what we're going to be doing, I want you to maintain that good posture, nice and tall, and we're going to slowly bring that arm up for 2 seconds until you're at that full range of motion that you have available to you. Then once we get there, it can either be here, all the way up, but if we're here, we're just going to hold it for 15 to 30 seconds, making sure we're breathing through this, maintaining good posture, and then relaxing. And we're going to rest for about 30 to 60 seconds, and then we're going to do that again. So ready? And we're just going to have good support. Make sure you're in good posture. I don't want you leaning, slouching. I want you sitting up nice and tall, squeezing your belly, and really pulling that arm in. Right? And like I said, we're going to hold that for 15 to 30 seconds, and we're going to do that 3 to 4 times. The next exercise we're going to be doing is to increase your range of motion for supination. Supination is just when your palm is straight out forward. Something for me to remember is you can hold soup. So when you're laying, you can hold soup in your palms. It's just something silly that I like to think of when I'm trying to remember what supination is. So we're going to start with the palm of your hand pointing to the side, and then rotate your hand and forearm so that the palm of your hand points upward. All right, so what we're going to be doing, I just want you to sit in your chair, nice good posture, and then so you're going to be holding your wrist, and you're going to physically rotate your hand and forearm for this, and we're going to be holding that for 15-30 seconds, and we're going to do this 3 to 4 times and twice daily. So any supination is good supination for this. So even if you're right here, that's perfect. We're just gonna hold that. Or if you're all the way over here, make sure you're not just rotating your wrist. We wanna rotate that full forearm so you're getting that full stretch in here. And when we're doing that exercise, I'll be palpating along here because your biceps brachii and brachioradialis are the muscles that do supination. All right, so since we increase that range of motion in those muscles and they're all warmed up, we're gonna move on to some strengthening exercises. Now the first strengthening exercise that we're gonna be doing is also an HEP. So I sent this to your email if you wanna go ahead and pull that up for me and follow along. So this is just like the one in the beginning. It lists all the steps for you. It has a nice picture in case you forget exactly what we were doing, when to stop and who to call. So if you were to fall, I want you to call 911 immediately. And then you should stop if you feel like you can't maintain good form, or if you feel an increased pain in that lateral side, or if it's radiating down your arm at all. So what we're gonna be doing, I'm actually gonna rotate the camera towards the door so you can see that a little bit better. There we go. So you're gonna need a resistance band, and if you don't have one, you can ask your physical therapist and they will gladly give you one. So you can either do this seated or standing. I am gonna show you standing, actually. You're gonna wanna tie a knot, and then we're just gonna place this over the door and then close the door in it. All right, so I'm gonna have you stand nice and tall. I want your earlobes in line with your shoulders. I want your hips neutral. I don't want your butt back or forward. I want you standing nice and tall. And I want you standing with your feet hip distance apart. What we're gonna be doing, I'm gonna be showing you with my left arm so you can see it with the camera. We're gonna have your arm by your side. I don't want it out here. I don't want it back here, right by your side. And all we're gonna be doing is pulling your arm straight down. Just like that. I want you looking straight forward. I don't want you looking to the side. Straight forward, squeezing your belly. And we're gonna do this slow and controlled. Just like that. We're gonna do this 8 to 10 times, and I want you to do about 3 to 4 sets, and we're gonna do this at a minimum of 4 times a week, okay? So if it's too hard for you to grab up here, you can grab down here and it's gonna lower the resistance. Or if it's too easy, you can grab higher and that's gonna add some more resistance for you to make that exercise harder. And you should be feeling this right back here in your triceps. So when you're doing this exercise at the clinic, I'll be feeling right here. Just like that. All right. Now that next exercise that we're gonna be doing is for pronation. So this is supination with your palm up. Pronation is gonna be rotating down. The exercise is called the hammer pronation exercise. So I'm gonna rotate the camera one more time. I do not have a hammer with me, but I do have a 3-pound weight. You can use that or a can of Campbell soup. Whatever you have available will work fine. You can even do like a water bottle. So you're gonna rest your arm on a table with your elbow in 90 degrees of flexion. So 90 degrees is right here. This table's a little high for me. So I'm gonna show it on the chair just, yeah, I'm gonna show it right on this chair. So what you're gonna want to do is, sorry. gonna sit with nice, good posture. Feet hip distance apart, and we're gonna just rotate your palm down, just like that. So we're gonna do 8 to 10 reps of that, 3 to 4 sets. I want your thumb and your fingers on the same side of the weight, just like this. So what you're gonna be doing, your hand's gonna be out in front of you. Your elbow is gonna be in 90 degrees. And then you're just going to rotate your hand inwards. We're gonna do that 8 to 10 times. Now your arm is gonna be on a table, resting. And then you're just gonna continue to do that. So, just like this. But really maintain that good posture. I don't want your shoulders up to your ears. I don't want you slouching, holding your body nice and tight with your core and your hips neutral, shoulders down. I want you to do this at least 4 times a week, once a day, and then this is a low intensity exercise as well. So this is going to be strengthening your pronator teres and your brachioradialis. Now we're going to stop these exercises if you feel any increase in pain. And then I want you to go ahead and show me the home exercises that I have for you so I can make sure that you're doing those correctly. So I want you to show me the resistance band extension and elbow flexion. All right, perfect. Now, it was great working with you. Thank you so much. Have a great night.